Hello summoners, welcome back to the channel, and in this video we're going to talk about the new conventional clash event. And it is kind of a weird one. You can only use one character. The final 3 fights are pretty difficult and you get no rewards for it. Like you do get a profile picture and some titles, but no real rewards. And that is not necessarily a bad thing in my opinion. This is something that you can choose not to do, and if you are looking for some extra challenge, you can do this. At the same time, if you are choosing not to do this, then you're not missing out on some good rewards. So I think it is something that we should have once in a while in the game. Like that's the same way I felt about the maze, and if I wasn't doing YouTube, I probably wouldn't even have gone for it, although the title at the end does look pretty cool. And yeah, this is like these fights, maestros are pretty easy. Even this Thanos isn't that tricky, but the Nameless Thanos and the 6.2 champion are incredibly fun fights. They're fun and they're difficult at the same time. The 6.2 champion was considered like a lot of people hated that fight. The reason for that is that you have to get through a pretty difficult path, and then you get a shot at him, and like you if and people were spending thousands of units on him. And in this one he is nerfed, but like if you haven't done 6.2 yet, I would suggest practicing, because you can get to him in one energy. It is a really easy fight to solo if you get used to him, especially the final 10% phase. But let's talk about this Thanos first, because he has been causing a lot of people problems. So in this phase, it starts at 96-95% I think, and now once he uses a special one, you can't stun him, or it will reflect on you, or if you hit, like it will do thorns kind of damage. Defensive ability reduction won't help you. So after this, here we just push phases. So what you need to do in order for that to go away is to knock him down by using using your heavy attack against his heavy attack, or by using a special attack. So that is why characters like Hyperion, who gain power, or any other power gain character for that matter, are pretty good for this. Sentinel is another character, like after you build up his charges, he does get a lot of power back. And yeah, for me, I got used to using my heavy attacks, like charging the heavy when he's using heavy in the first phase. You only need to do it once or twice with Torch, because he does move between the phases pretty quickly here. So the second phase, you do have to deal with inverted controls, and on top of that, the SP2. Like in this second phase, he can only use his SP2, and if you block the whole thing, it will do a lot of block damage. Now the SP3 is by far the worst. He will be indestructible, he will also be unstoppable for a while in the starting, and all you can do is intercept. Then you can get in 3-4 hits, and you need to, like, he'll be indestructible again, and he will exclusively use SP3s. There's nothing you can do, but when you intercept, you do get a safeguard. If you are using a character who is an Avenger, that means that you will take even less damage. And you can also use champions who have natural indestructible, like Killmonger with his SP2s, or Gwenpool who can never die to special attacks. But here I did mess it up, and I will end up dying here, as you can see. But this was my best try. I tried this fight multiple times, and then I used one revive to get him down, because yeah, I didn't want to spend all day. It is definitely soloable. I've seen a lot of people do it already, but I thought one revive isn't, like, I got it from a solo event, so it's fine. Now this champion boss, not a clean fight, not a great fight by any means. It is bugged, I think, because I used She-Hulk earlier, and while the slow was on, he was still getting unstoppable. He wasn't unstoppable, but he was getting the buff, which is annoying because of his ability that while he's unstoppable, I think he reflects stun in a certain phase. So that was annoying. I'm not sure. I tried She-Hulk once, didn't work out well, and so like I realized that let's just use a character who can nullify. I used my 6-star rank 2 Symbiote Supreme for the actual 6.2 boss, but he was not available in this quest because you can't use 6 stars, so I used like the 5-star Doctor Doom, and he worked really well. I have never done this fight with Doctor Doom before, and I've heard he's a decent counter. I thought he would be, but I didn't expect him to be this good because I make a lot of mistakes here. As you can see, this is by no means good gameplay, but yeah. And whenever you use new characters, I'm used to the final 10% phase with Captain America Infinity War, and it took me a while to start getting dexterity in the final 10 phase. So it's all about the timing. I didn't get it there. He was unstoppable. I went in, but that's the thing about Doom. He's so tanky. He can take so many hits. And now we will bait another SP1. I was trying to dex SP2 because I've heard it's easier, but I didn't even dex at the end. So this is where I thought, let's stick to baiting SP1, like dexing SP1s. You need to dex 3 times. You need dexterity to actually show on the screen, and then he will lose indestructibles, and then you will also gain prowess. So after that, it's game over. So now I think now we will get, I've been blocking a lot, got the first prowess. Gonna give him 2 bars of power gain, 1 bar of power gain, and try to bait again. Gonna block once more, dex out of the final part, and let's do it one more time now. We are also running Mystic Dispersion, not required by any means, but could help. And as you can see, like with 3 prowess, the first part of the first hit of the SP3 will finish it off. So even when I made so many mistakes, this fight is definitely soloable. And yeah, after that, all I have to do is claim my title and my profile picture and put it on because I do like it. I think it's, what is it? It's Aegon's shield, or like the Contest of Champions belt. Maybe after putting this as my profile picture, I'll get an Aegon someday, but not today because we're going for a skill. Wait a second, a Mystic and Science Crystal. This is the first time I'm going to be opening this crystal. The reason is I already have amazing Mystic and Science roster. I have 3 or 4 great Science 6-star characters. I already have more than 5 rank 5s in both Science and Mystic class. I think I have 7 Mystic rank 5s. So yeah, but there are a lot of new characters here that I do want, like Tigra. Old characters like I want like Quake. I really want a Quake now. I think that would be a real game changer. Besides Aegon, that is the next character that I want. Let's see who I get here. So Simba Supreme would have been cool. Oh, Magic. She's already awakened, but I think that's the first time I've naturally awakened her. Let's see her signature. That's a good pull. I was giving her some Mystic Stones earlier, so her signature level is pretty weird. So 633, that is a decent pull. So that's gonna do it for this one. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Subscribe to the channel for more content and stay safe. Bye bye.